That's kind of disgusting, actually. Holy fuck. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the video. I saw everybody fucking hated my rating, rating Rocket League wheel video, so I decided to make another one. Let's go! This video we're going to be doing mystery decals. Now, I'm actually not a huge fan of mystery decals, even though I use one at the moment myself. Hang on! I think they're a bit too flashy. Just my personal opinion. Nothing to get offended about. Please don't hate me. Please don't kill me. Please don't send mafia. Thank you. So basically what we're going to do is I'm going to rate these with aesthetics as I did the wheels. But I'm adding a little twist to it. I'm going to be having it in the order. It's my personal preference. Don't get mad if your 20XX lands in the garbage tier. But this is my personal stuff, and like, I'm going to rate it on three things. I'm going to rate it on how good is it to look at? Like, is it nice? Does it look cool? Do the colors like pop out, or does it do the effect that everybody wants? Second of all, is it good to play with? I don't want to have a car that gives me an epileptic fit every time I turn to get boost, you know? It's like you see the car from the back, you're like, oh, okay, it's boost and shit, and oh, look, there's the wheels, nice, and you turn, you're like, Jesus, what is this monstrosity? Yeah, anyway, I don't want that, so yes. That's the second point. So, does it look cool in general? Is it cool to use in-game? And is it unique? I'm going to be looking at uniqueness as a bit of like a third thing. And we were speaking with uniqueness, it's not what the decal does itself, it's like, does it do something that other decals don't do? So, say for example, I'm going to take the Labyrinth, it's all black and a single color. That's not unique how I'm rating it, because the biomass would then does the same thing, so it's like, it's not too unique, but yeah, whatever. So we're going to be starting. I'm doing a bit like how I see the decals and feel. I'm not going to be doing it in order, because otherwise I'll just rate some shit and sound really bad. I'm going to be doing it like up and down. I have used every single one of these decals in a design before, so I think I have a pretty good like understanding what it's like, so that's pretty cool. I don't know, will I be rating price and everything? Probably not, because I don't really care. It's like, if I really want the decal, I'll just backers mod it or whatever, or just get it, you know. Anyway, let's get started. So, I'm just going to close my eyes and grab one. This one. Okay, we're going to start with the Dissolver. Dissolver is super nice. It's got really vibrant colors. First point, does it look cool? It does look cool. Has a nice little whoosh water effect, like, because it's dissolving shit, you know. It's like, yeah. Yeah, really bright colors, really cool shit. So I'm gonna be putting it. Well, second of all, is it unique? Second of all, does it look good on your car? It does. All the pros use it. You can do it really dark, which is also really cool. I'm gonna be putting it at great, because I think it's great. It's not too unique, but oh my god, my fucking mouse. It's not too unique, but it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Next, we're gonna grab just one. Oh, the Intrudium. Ugh, this decal's complete shit. Yeah, I'm gonna be putting it in the garbage tier because it's just dumb. You can do two colors. The second color is just like arrows going down. It's like you don't even notice it in game. It doesn't really fit with any wheels or anything, so it's kind of like, what the fuck is even this about? So, kind of dumb. I don't like it myself. Kill me if you think differently. So next we're going to be going with I feel like putting something else in the garbage tier. What am I going to be putting in the garbage tier? The biomass. It's kind of unique in the fact that it's black and a different color. There's so little options for creativity though with the biomass that it's not my thing. Even if you do super bright colors with it, it doesn't really look cool. Even designs where I'm like, oh, hey, the biomass looks really cool with this. I look at it again, like I fucking blink, and I'm like, oh, that, you know, actually that doesn't look too cool. So I'm just gonna put it in the garbage or whatever. Next fucking... I wish... Oh, I should have done an overrated one. Oh, that's probably a good idea. Hang on. Can I add a tier? Okay, hang on. I'm going to be moving these up, and then I'm going to have a different one. I'm going to call it... Oh, I can't fucking spell rated. I hope I spelled that correctly. I'm going to get fucking butchered. I'm going to do it pink. Yes. Because I need this. Because there's so many decals I think are so overrated where I'm like, I hate this decal. Anyway, let's move on. Oh, the slipstream. Oh, best decal in my opinion. Goated. Easy peasy goated. The colors you pick for it look super good. The effect is super clean. It's so nice to look at. In game, it looks really cool. It's really comfortable. Like, there's not too much going on, but there's enough going on where you notice it's like, hey, that's a really cool decal. I know I'm not talking about price with this, but it's super cheap. Even as this was popping off, it was super cheap. I remember, like, it came out when, like, Heatwave was, I don't know, like 20 keys or something. And this was, like, still at 10. I was like, what the fuck? And it's like, now it's, like, dirt cheap. So, yeah, love this decal. Love it. I've bought this and sold this so many times. And always when I've sold it, I've always wanted it back. So now I just have one. I'm like, I'm not giving this away. Never. No. So, yeah, Slipstream is super cool. Super cool decal. What do we have next? Let's do one where people are gonna kill me for this. You're gonna butcher me. You're all gonna butcher me for this pick. The mainframe. Overrated as fuck, dude. This decal, except from the fade effect, I'll say the fade effect is really nice. The way that the colors like blend perfectly from back to front. But the lightning effect in between, like the electricity of like the fucking whatever the mainframe board it's supposed to be, it just ruins it. If there was literally a fade paint finish as everybody's wanted up until now, mainframe would be like 0 keys. It'd be worthless because like nobody wants to fucking have the mainframe. No one's like, hey, I really like the mainframe because I like the little electricity bits going up it. It's like, probably not, but like, you know, a lot of people just use it dark anyway, so it's like you don't even see it. But I think, in my opinion, you still see it a lot because I don't know, I just have an eye for that stuff. It just annoys me when there's something on the decal that I see and I'm like, I'm trying to hide it, but it's still kind of there. So yeah, that's just me. What are we doing next? We haven't done one average yet. I'm gonna go for an average one here. What can I go for an average one? Trigon's pretty average. And I think everybody can agree with me. It's a nice, like, cute effect. It's like, hey, that's pretty cool. It borrows a lot of elements from different mystery decals, like it's kind of 20xx-ish with like all the different colors, and it's got like a mainframe effect going up it, but it actually does it well. Because it doesn't have the lines already pre-done, it's like it has like a cool wave effect. You can combine it with a lot of wheels, which is also really nice. So yeah, it's pretty cool. What is the next decal? Okay, this one I'm going to be a bit biased on. The Spectre. The Spectre is a great decal. I think it's actually even better than the Dissolver. Can I do this? Yeah, cool. Because it's the only decal that has 3 bright colors that you can really do weird shit with the Spectre, where you're like, damn, that looks really good. And it's also just a big stripe down the middle with like cool ghost effects coming out the back, which I'm a really big fan of. I really like the Spectre. It's dirt cheap at the moment. I said that I wouldn't be judging these on prices, but apparently I am. So yeah, it's dirt cheap at the moment. It's really good. If you have like 3 or 4 keys, just get one. It's great to have in your inventory because I always see different designs with this around the community where it's like, oh, that's really cool. That's a new color combination that I'm gonna just take. Thanks for that. So yeah, get one if you can. Nothing much really to be said. It's just a great decal. Next, we're going to be going for the Heatwave. Now, the Heatwave, you would probably expect me to put it in the overrated category. I kind of see it there, but I don't really think it's too overrated because I actually really like it. And if you like darken it down, it does look really cool. But I think I still am going to put it on the overrated just because the reputation that it has. It's kind of like the White Octane where it's like, oh, it's an item that's like, now it's not even that expensive anymore, but as mystery decals started to come out, like the Heatwave was like the most best thing in the game. It's like White Zombie level. Now it's not too much. Like now I think I could probably put it as good because it's not too overrated anymore. If I would make this list like probably a year ago, I'd smash this into overrated like 12 times. It's pretty funny, yeah. Or whenever the crates came out, I don't know. So I'm gonna put it in good because it's got nice effects. Actually, if you darken, like you can have the secondary is white and it looks really nice. You can have the secondary is black and it looks really nice. And the colors, you can make it really dark, which is also really cool, which is a flexible thing that this decal can do. One thing I don't really like too much about it, it's kind of weird to do bright different colors on it, like having a purple or like having a yellow and a purple, like really contrasting colors. It looks kind of weird if you do it like that. Then I think the slipstream is a lot better. But you can do cool stuff with it, so, and it's a pretty nice thing because it like outlines all the lines of your car, which is really cool, which no other decal does in my opinion. So that's really nice. It's a really cool little bonus, unique feature. See, uniqueness 0.3. That's what I was thinking of. It looks great in game as well. So there you go. What are we doing next? Oh, let's go with the new one. The Hex Tide. Now the Hex Tide, as it came out, I was super hyped for it. I was like, damn, this is like Hex Phase on steroids. This is amazing. Or is this Hex Phase? Hex Tide? Whatever. The one with the fucking hexagrams on it. That's not Hex, basically. Yeah, the Hex Phase Tide, whatever it's called. I actually can't remember the name of this. I'm actually kind of... Hex Tide it's called because the Hex Phase is the boost, I think. Yes, exactly. That's what it was. So... Hex Tide is a weird decal. You can get it painted, which puts it like here in the range kind of thing. It's because like mainframe you can get painted on. It's fucking overrated. I don't see a lot of people using the Hex Tide though, which is actually why I'm gonna rate it a bit better than it should probably be, because it's like I kind of like it because you can do some really funky stuff with it. I made a Zomba car with like Crimson Zombas and like a Crimson Hex Tide with a Forest Green Octane and like color matched it all, and it looked really, really good. It's got a really nice 3-color fade on it, so I'm gonna be putting it on good just to also maybe say to the whole community, hey, you should use this decal more. It's actually quite cool. It's a pretty cool decal. You should use it more. So, we're missing a bad slot. Ooh. I'm going to be putting one of these now in the bad slot. Which one will it be? Can you guess which decal I'm going to put in the bad slot? You probably guessed it already. No, you probably didn't. I'm going to put wet paint in the bad slot. As it came out, my literal initial reaction to seeing the wet paint for the first time was, oh. No, that was literally it. The wet paint isn't too much to do. It's like you got some whoosh effects. It hasn't got a fade like the main frame. You can get it painted, but then it's like the painted version has just got like 3 lines coming out the front in that paint, and you're like, wow, that's really great, cool. Thanks, Epic. Now, thanks Ionix, great. Oh, that's a really cool decal. Also, if you get the painted version, it doesn't like, you don't get anything from it. It's like, okay, cool. Even the white painted version is like, oh, it's meh, you know. It's just a bad decal. It's like they could have made it as a very rare, and I think people would have like been, oh, that's like quite a cool very rare decal, and that's basically it. In my opinion, there are some very rare decals now that are actually better than the wet paint. So yeah, there you go. It looked quite cool when driving, so I'm not going to put in the awful. So yeah, there you go. What are we going to do next? I think a lot of people... I think I'm going to keep some of the most popular ones in here for the last, just because I think it'll be interesting. Hexed. Oh, I'd love to put Hexed in average. I really would, but it's a bad decal. The colors aren't really cool. In-game, it's got a really cool like texture, which a lot of decals don't have, but it's not enough to put it up a tier in my opinion. It's like, it's okay. It's definitely above wet paint though. I'm gonna put it there. So it's really interesting. You can like, but even like the wheels that you can combo with it, like the RR51s, don't really look too good with it in my opinion. So this is where I'm gonna put it. And if you disagree with me, then disagree with me. What are we going to pick next? Wait, can I sort these here as well? Ooh, that's pretty cool. I think these are like the ones that people I think are interested in. So let's just like put these back a bit. Okay. The Fire God. It was about time that we got another decal in the overrated section because Fire God is a shit decal. It's like Heat Wave but worse. It goes across the whole car, where Heat Wave, in my opinion, the cool effect of Heat Wave is that it goes up like the lines of your car and not the whole thing. And Fire God just goes across the whole thing, and it's like, okay, it glows nicely, and you can do cool fire designs with it, but that's basically it. I've used Fire God on a lot of stuff that's fire associated or like energy associated, but that's basically all it's good for. I'm gonna put it above the mainframe though, just because I like it a bit more. The Stormwatch, the Stormwatch, the Stormwatch, the Stormwatch. The big donut on top of your car. It's an average decal. Yay! Average decal. Yeah, it's just average, isn't it? It's a swirly thing on your car. That's basically it. When I think of the Stormwatch, I think of like really, it's on the top of your car, which is kind of cool, and it swirls, which is kind of unique. But then it's like, there's nothing on the side of your car, which is really cool. There's nothing too bright about it. You can't really do too much cool stuff with it. You can have some like 3-color combos, which is quite nice, but then it's like that's kind of where it stops. So I'm going to put it above the Trigon though, because I think the Trigon is a bit weaker. So yeah, that's where I'm going to put the Stormwatch. It's just it's just a really average decal. It's like, okay, it's a swirly thing, cool, super. We're going to go with the Parallax next. Now the Parallax, I have a special place in my heart. I actually used to play with this a lot, and I actually quite like it. But I'm going to put it in average, but it's at the top of average because it's a meh decal. It's kind of like there's stuff going off it. You can do a lot of cool stuff with it. Like you can do ice cars with it. It's one of my favorite decals to use when I'm doing like K2s and like ice cars. But the thing is, if you go from black and white secondaries onto colorful ones, unless you're doing like dark colors as a primary, then it doesn't really work too well. It hasn't really got too much flexibility in my opinion. I'd love to see some really cool parallax designs if any of you got some. But I just think now, as I said, if I would make this tier list a year ago, or like when some of like the first mystery decals came out, it would probably be like great. But the thing is, there's like so many different things that you can use now. Even like the rare and very rare decals, you now have like tumbling blocks, which is like parallax but better, in my opinion. So it's average, it's cool. I used it for a long time. It's quite a nice decal. It's really pleasant to look at, and it's really nice to have. But the blocks, if they brought out maybe like another parallax, like called it, I don't know, super parallax, or I don't know what the fuck Sonics think of, like Paratide or something with the Hextide, where they have like lots of small cubes and big cubes, like varying sizes, but like also like really small ones, like going across the whole car, like from back all the way, not back to the front, front all the way to the back. I think that'd be really cool, like a whole like stream of cubes. I think that'd be quite nice. But except from that, it's just a mad decal. So coming up to the Labyrinth. The Labyrinth is an awful decal. It's actually worse than the Biomass because, the thing is, I just want to love the Labyrinth. It's such a unique mystery decal, but it just doesn't look nice. You can only pick one color, which really limits it. I think if you could pick 2 colors with this, it would be a lot better than it is at the moment. It's just a bit weak. It's like, oh, it's a Labyrinth. To its credit, it does look really unique, and if someone has it in game, you can spot it from like a mile away. But it's not unique. It is unique enough, but it's like, it doesn't have a cool effect, you know? It's weird and it's wacky, but it's not cool. I wouldn't use it if I even had it, kind of thing. So yeah. Let's get to the Torah. The Torah is... as much as I want to put the Torah in average, because I think it's actually pretty interesting decal, I'm going to have to put it in bad under the wet paint. Oh my god, a decal's actually under the wet paint? What the fuck? It's an okay kind of decal. It's interesting, and it's better, I think, in my opinion, than using other stuff. 3 things that killed the Torah, I think, for me, is what did it come with? It came with... There was another decal in its crate, and I've forgotten this, and I think it was maybe the chameleon, I'm not sure, or the bubbly. So there was like a different decal in the same crate that was so much better than the Torah. That was so much better. And that kind of killed it. Also, when they brought out the furry paint finish, that also really super killed it. And that the colors are really weak on the Torah is also what really kills it for me. Every color that you put on the Torah is super weak. Oh god, my nose is itching as hell. Jesus Christ. Yeah, every color on the Torah is super weak. And it's like, even if you make really bright colors, they kind of go under. I'm gonna not put it in awful though, because it's unique and it's just nice to look at. If you just have like a cool little thing going on with it, it's like, oh, it's really nice. If you have the same colors with the decals in the awful category, you're not going to like the car that you have. That's basically what it's all about. So we're going to go on to the Slimline. Is it called? No, it's not called the Slimline. It's called like Streamline. Streamline. Yes. A lot of people are like, oh my god, you're going to put this in Goated because it's like the Slipstream but better. No, it's not better than the Slipstream. It's actually worse than the Slipstream. Slipstream is superior. I'm going to put the Streamline. Oh, this is a really hard one actually for me. This is the mystery decal I've used the least. Like, I've seen the least of good designs for. One thing I don't like about it is that basically, if you put it on a car, your car design will only flash on and off kind of thing, because the lines like go over it and then like vanish, which is a cool thing. Because sometimes, like, when you see a car, you're like, oh, it's just a normal Octane with painted Octane on it, and it's like, oh, it's cool. And then like lines come across, and you're like, oh shit, okay, damn, that's a Streamline. Jesus Christ, okay. And you can make it really cool, and it does look kind of nice. I'm gonna put it in. I can't put it in average. I can't. It's just such a nice. It's a nice decal, but it's not like too cool, because I don't like the fact that it goes away, comes back, goes away and comes back. It's like way too distracting. Also, in-game I find it kind of weird, because you're like, oh, my car's white, oh, my car's dark blue, and it's like, Jesus Christ, it keeps swapping. So that's where I'm going to put it. I'm going to leave it there. I think that's a nice, cool spot. It's like nice and well-deserved, you know? It's like, oh, that's a good decal. It's a good decal. I'm just going to leave it there. I'm just going to leave it there. It's a good decal. Jesus Christ. Calm down. I'm calm. You better be calm. I'm calm. I haven't done nothing to the Streamline. It doesn't do anything to me. Cool. Oh, now we come down to it. Now we come down to it. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. People are gonna start hating me now if they don't already. Oh my god, 20XX is the best decal ever. Oh my god. As much as I'd love to put 28, like, my dream would be to put 20XX in the fattest, overrated mystery decal. But it's not more overrated than the mainstream. That's a new decal coming out in the new crate. Leaks from here. No, it is definitely not as hyped as the mainframe, from what I've seen. A lot of people that use the 20XX and are like, hey, 20XX is a really, really cool mystery decal, kind of have a point, and I can see it. You can do really cool 3-color combos with it, and you can do really, really nice designs with it. It's got nice, cool matching colors. You can do weird colors. You can do cool colors. You can do white, black primaries. They look lovely. You can color match it. It looks really nice. And that's why I can't put it in overrated. I just can't. Because as much as I hear about the 20XX and I see it on every single fucking car, well, it's not on every car, you know, but like on a lot of cars, and as I see it so much, but I know it looks cool. I know it does. I know it does. So I'm gonna put it in great above the Dissolver. I think actually the Spectre, I'm gonna move it down one as well. The 20XX is a really cool decal. It's super unique. It's got textures to it which no other decals have. It's got lines. It's got everything you want. It's a cool decal. It's a cool decal. The only thing that stops it from being goated for me personally is it's hard to get the colors you want if you're kind of unexperienced with it, and it's also super awkward to design it with because you're like, oh damn, I got a painted octane and I got this, and then you smack in the colors, and then like there's a green on your car where you're like, where the fuck did that come from? I actually had this problem. I had a cobalt octane. I had like, there was like some color combination I used, and then this like green thing just comes across my car. I'm like, where the fuck did that come from? What the hell is this? I put in white and blue and I get fucking green. It's like, no. That's the only thing that's stopping me from putting it in goated. If you have more experience with the 20XX, and if you know how to use it and know how to do good designs and know all the color combos and everything, you can put it in goated. Basically, this is here. It's only because of my user preference and my experience with this decal that I'm putting it in great instead of goated. I think if I would use it on a couple more cars, it would probably be up there, but I'm kind of here to offend people, so that's how it's going to go. Actually, I'm going to do the bubbly first. The bubbly is a really nice decal. It's a really dark decal, which is quite nice. It's, I think, the second darkest that you can do with the mystery decals, if I'm not mistaken. I think so. Don't flame me if I'm wrong. The bubbly. Oh boy. There's some satisfaction about the bubbly. It's got really nice, like, calm vibes about it that none of the other mystery decals have, in my opinion. They're either way too aggressive, like the Heat Wave or the Dissolver, where it's like, wow, there's shit coming at you and my car's fucking exploding as I'm driving. Or there's stuff where it's like too chill that you don't notice it, like the Tour and the Stormwatch, where it's like, oh, is something happening? Oh, wait, that moves? What? So yeah, the bubbly is like a nice, it's like watching the DVD logo go around the screen, but with bubbles. It's like watching a lava lamp. It's really cool. It's got like that nice little cool vibe about it. And you can do really cool funky colors, and it looks really good because there's like a area in the middle of the car where the two colors blend into each other. That's why, for me, it's going into the greats as number 3 in the list. Boom. Yeah. Cool. Now, I think this decal is the one I have heard no one talk about. The Chameleon's like a decal. It is a chameleon. It's blended in. Nobody fucking even knows it exists. I actually had it in some matches and people were like, wait, what the fuck is that decal? What the hell is that? The Chameleon is a really, really bad mystery decal if you're using funky colors, as I've seen it. There's a certain, between the panel, like the scales of the Chameleon, if you drive over a surface, it actually adapts the color of the surface underneath you. But in Rocket League, if you're driving over a field, that's usually going to be green. So if you have a nice white and light blue car, then there's green, and then you're like, wait, what the fuck is this? And then you're on the orange side, and then it turns orange. You're like, what the fuck is this? What's going on? But, and this is a huge but, usually if a different decal did this, like, there are some decals on this list that can do this, but I didn't really regard it. But the Chameleon is so cool, in my opinion. It's so cool because the way I see it, it's the darkest you can get your car in-game. If you use Chameleon with the darkest blue and black secondary, your car just disappears. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, did my screen glitch out because I can only see black? If you use, even as a white secondary, this decal looks amazing. I really like it. It's a personal bias kind of thing. But the Chameleon for me, because using white octane as a little basic bitch that I am, Sometimes. If you use it with the darkest and the black, it's my second favorite decal. Oh, why didn't you put it in bad? I hate this decal. No, I don't care. This is my list. You can make your own list. Thank you very much. Chameleon is a great decal. I love this thing. If you watch some of my videos, I have it in some of them. I didn't really use it too much, but every time I've used it, I felt like a fucking badass. So you know. Yes. So, any changes I would make if something changed? Probably not. The overrated ones, I think mainframe, if I would really judge it on how I like it, it would probably be at the bottom of good, because the lines on where the little electrical currents come up are way too weird for me, and there's like certain bits of the decal that look kind of messy in my opinion. If it didn't have those like engraved lines, I think it would be a lot higher. The fire god is just too much at once. I'm just like, why is my car glowing? What the hell is happening? I kind of want to play the game and not like get blinded by my car as I'm driving. So that's also one thing where I just think the heatwave is just better. If I would rate the mainframe and the fire god, I'd probably put fire god at like average and the mainframe probably here. But because both decals are overrated as fuck, actually the fire god isn't overrated too much, but I just see a lot of people get excited about it and like using it, where it's like, oh, the fire effect looks so cool, where I'm like, I'm just not a fan. I just hear a lot about it and I'm just not a fan. So yeah, there you go. That's been my mystery decal tier list. Let me know if you want me to do any other tier lists of items or whatever. I was actually planning to make a video, like a super long video, just like for the fun of it, discussing every single item in the game. But after doing the wheels, I noticed that might be a bit too much. So I'm now done mystery decals. Let me know if you want me to do anything else. Maybe something wacky like toppers or antennas or whatever. And yeah, I hope to see you all next time, and peace.